Hello you guys, happy Thursday. Wow, what a journey I've been on, just having to wriggle my pants a little bit so that they fit on my belly. I am so glad that I am able to share this news with you, because it really is a blessing for Greg and I to be parents. And I wanted to actually start off with something that I think is really important to know if you are considering getting pregnant in the future. If you are already pregnant and you're at, let's say, the first trimester, second trimester, third, whatever. I am currently in the first trimester and I am now 8 weeks pregnant. And you would have seen my video of when I was 7 weeks pregnant and I seemed like a completely different person. I looked tired. I didn't make an effort to get on camera, to be energetic at all. In fact, I wondered if maybe that was going to be me for the next 9 months until, you know, my baby would arrive. So I want to share with you this difference in why I am like I am. Or you may think, hang on a moment, when she was 7 weeks pregnant, she was really different to 1 week after. See, now that I'm 8 weeks pregnant, you would think that I've done a couple of different things. And yes, I have done a couple of different things, but I think the very first most important point I want to share with you right now is the mindset. Now, clearly, you're having a baby, you want to continue believing that everything is working out, okay? And I will be honest and say, at 7 weeks, I didn't know what to expect. I am a little bit like that now, of course, because this is my first baby. I'm being a parent for the first time. But I've had a little bit more control figuring out what sort of things to say to myself and believe being an 8-week pregnant mother. So mindset may not be something that you would think is important being pregnant. You would probably expect it to be, well, if I'm pregnant, I'm just gonna roll with it and hope to God that I end up having a baby. But my belief is that when you are talking to yourself, your baby can hear everything you're saying. So if I were you, I would do everything in my energy or power, whatever you want to have, to be really positive about the things that you are saying and making sure that they are messages that you would want your baby to hear. So it may seem a bit strange because I obviously haven't explained to you what sort of things I've been doing, but let's start off with the fact that if you are a first-time mum, I'm assuming that this is all very new to you and that you may be thinking, so does that mean I have to give up my life for a child? And the answer is no. I think when I was 7 weeks pregnant, and even a little bit before that, and just found out I was pregnant, part of the reason why I was so tired all the time was because my body was changing, and I felt like the baby might be in more control over me. Now, I know that that sounds crazy, but it's true. When you are first having a child, there can be thoughts in your mind that may bring you to feeling like you can't have a normal life anymore, that you can't do the things that you used to do, whatever they may be. And so with me, I'm very fortunate that I am a healthy eater, so I haven't had to change much in my diet. Of course, I'm focusing a little bit more on maybe adding a couple more vegetables to my eating habits, and thinking about what sort of fruits would be good for me, because I don't know if you are aware that some of them are a lot more watery than others, and the point is, if they are watery and they've been sitting out for a while and they're not fresh, they may have bacteria living in them, and it's really important to just be aware that, you know, there are some that you may not eat as much of. So when it comes to fruits, I do eat banana. I've been eating apples. I love my apples. Oranges, oh, they make me feel so good. Like, I used to like have oranges and just be considering it to be a fruit, but now when I eat oranges, I get really happy. Like, it just tastes so good. And I've also had to consider changing the clothes that I wear. So this is fine. Obviously, this is a very flexible type of shirt. I am wearing a lot of flexible types of clothing. Now the pants I wear are not jeans, but they are more so leggings. I don't even know if you call these leggings, actually. They're called knit pants. I found them at Kmart, and they weren't even in the maternity section, but the material of them was so soft, and I love the fact that it has, you know, a tie, so I can tie it up if, you know, I want it to be a little bit tighter. Excuse me, I haven't eaten anything yet, so my baby's telling me to eat something. So the truth is, you do make physical changes, but going back to what I was saying earlier, what's really helped me is to believe that I am a mum, I do have a purpose, and I can still do things that I want to do. I was proud of myself yesterday because I was able to upload 3 videos, which is something my mindset has not been wanting. I just have not wanted to do anything to do with computers or, you know, speaking on camera has been something I've been avoiding a little bit because of my tiredness. But when I have the mindset, okay, and I know that your body is changing and there are a couple of struggles, but when you have the mindset and you tell yourself, I can still do some of the things I used to do before I was pregnant, then you will find something that works perfectly for you. You won't get stressed out about it. You won't feel like, oh, I've got to neglect who I am just because I'm pregnant. The last couple of days I was going out without any makeup on, and I felt a little bit odd because that's not what I would normally do. But I didn't even beat myself up about it. I just thought, you know what, I don't feel like it. My skin doesn't want it today. Today, however, my skin seemed fine wearing it. I feel good. I'm also starting to take these, which the brand is called Blackmores, and they're folate. It's got folic acid in it. I was told by a nurse when I first found out that I was pregnant to take these, and I can honestly say, sorry if I'm not very clear, I can honestly say that they are also helping me, what I think is helping is that I'm not as tired by taking these. My baby is building healthily inside my body, and I just feel like there's a massive difference in who I am, because I'm telling my mind every day that I am able to do the things that I want to do, and it's exciting that I have a baby on the way. But one of the things that I do notice, of course, is my hunger. I get hungry a lot of the time, and I have been having a couple of cravings. I honestly didn't think I would. I remember talking to my sister about it, and she said I didn't have any cravings, and I've had children for, you know, over 5 years now. Like, she has 4. But yeah, there were a couple of things that I will say to Greg and let him know I really feel like this, and I'll just get it. And the thing with cravings is, I don't know specifically what cravings you would have, but mine last night was donuts. I wanted to eat a donut. Actually ended up eating 2, and then I ate 1 this morning. So that was 3 in the space of 2 days. And then the other thing is, I have family who knows that I'm pregnant, so it's been really nice to chat to them about what sort of advice they have about what I can and cannot eat. I think that when you're pregnant, you shouldn't have to change everything you do. That's a fear that I believe people have when they do get pregnant, and that was my fear before I got pregnant. And I'm talking like last year and the year before. Like, if you talk to me about children, I completely flipped. And it wasn't because I would be a mother and have the purpose of looking after a child and, you know, doing the best I could for them. It was more, I felt like I had to change my whole life for someone else, and that is not the case. I'm not having to change everything for my child. I can still do the things that I love doing. I have an amazing husband, as you guys know. Okay, now Greg and I, as you know, are in the first trimester. It sounds weird for me to say that because I'm the one pregnant, but I need to have. So I want to share with you what Greg and I went shopping for yesterday. I don't think it's a ton of stuff, but it's just a couple of basic things that I can see my baby using, and yeah, just wanted to share that. Okay. What do we call it? Onesie, because it's got the little clips at the bottom. Basically says, "I will walrus love you," and it was just really cute. The saying and the fact that you know, it's gonna be for a little person, and yeah, I just love that. It's so cute. I gotta stop saying cute. It's adorable, it's sweet. I love the feel of the material as well. Very soft and organic cotton. I mean, we hardly have anything that's made out of organic cotton, but it's nice to get it for somebody special, and this somebody special is definitely gonna enjoy wearing it. Now, as far as sizes are concerned, I had no idea. Greg has no idea. You guys know we're first-time parents, so if this doesn't fit, the good thing about it is we have a receipt, so we can always take it back if it doesn't fit the child. But the whole idea is we just had fun looking around to see what we thought our baby would benefit from. Okay, so yeah, they do. Babies dribble, and therefore we got these little bibs. There's actually 3 of them. So this one at the front has what looks like a flamingo, giraffe, toucan, lion, crocodile, and cheetah on it. And then the next one, it has kind of the same animals, but a different color of a border, plus a stripy one. I don't know, I just like the idea of some sort of wildlife bibs for it to wear. Very soft. These are the ones that do have the Velcro. So I've looked after children because I've been a babysitter, I've been a childcare worker, so I've had the experience of looking after little people. So I know that for some, with Velcro anyway, it can lose its stick after a certain amount of time. I'm more than aware of that. But I prefer that, and sometimes children get to a point where they'll just take it off themselves, and then it's like, what's the point in a bib? But I prefer that than the whole and sticking it over the baby. I think I just feel a little bit ashamed if I'm doing that to a baby and I can't get it over their big head. It has happened before, and when the baby is constantly crying because you're trying to stick this thing over its head, to me, I just feel helpless. So maybe at some point I will consider putting it over its head and not having, you know, the Velcro, but I just prefer the idea of Velcro than, because I also feel like it can loosen itself a little bit and not be so tight on the baby. Some people like the fact that it's tight because, well, the baby's not going to rip it off, like it's going to stay on really good. But yeah, no, that's my personal preference. Look, everybody's different, so you might have a different opinion, that's okay. But my personal belief is a Velcro bib to begin with is actually my ideal type of bib. And then the very last thing, see, we didn't really go shopping that much, it was just a couple of things. Socks. Babies do get cold feet. Something again that I noticed when I was working in childcare and babysitting is that yeah, babies' feet do get cold really quick, and I just wanted to be able to get some socks for my baby that, you know, they would stay warm. Because like when we were talking to Greg's mom about it last night, she was saying, you know, what type of onesie have you got for the baby? Does it have long sleeves? And it does. It has long sleeves, as you could see. And you know, by the time the baby comes, so in case you guys are curious to know, it's probably going to be December that the baby is due, which is possibly going to be summer, and that'll be hot, but babies still get cold. And we're talking like if a baby is in the shade a little bit, or you know, you have the hood over it in the pram, it's going to be a little bit cool. And you know, it's okay to have the baby wrapped up. I don't know how you guys feel, but isn't it better to have a baby that's warm rather than a baby that is cold? So maybe it's a case of wrapping it up a little bit more, even if it is summer, okay, so the baby gets a bit warm, but it's not like you're going to suffocate it in hot clothes. It's just, or summer clothes, it's just I just think, you know, they may benefit better if they have long sleeves during summer. So that's what Greg's mum was saying as well, is that even though it's summer, it may still need some long sleeves and little socks and you know, anything to sort of cover it up in a way that is secure for the baby. Because really that's the whole point when you have a baby, is making sure that yeah, they feel safe and secure. And babies do feel safe and secure when things are wrapped around them. And I know I say that, and I was telling you guys about the bib thing, and maybe the idea of having a bib that just slips over their head is actually more secure because it's tighter around the neck. But I don't know, I just feel odd about a child trying to eat something and their neck is tightened by a bib just seems a little ridiculous to me. I want my baby to be able to eat and swallow safely and not feel like, the bib is too tight, I can't breathe very well, or I don't know. Look, this is just something that I'm thinking ahead of time, but it's not something that I don't stress myself about these thoughts. I was before, when I was thinking about having a baby. That was like last year, but you know, last year was hard for a lot of people. But this year I'm very happy, and I'm looking forward to being a mum. So thank you guys for listening in. Hopefully some of you may not even be mums and dads yet, and you're watching me thinking, oh my gosh, this is so boring. You don't have to watch this, but you know, maybe it is something that you're watching because you're thinking in the future you'd like to consider it. And let me tell you that when you have the belief that you can still be who you are and have a baby, then it's gonna make the baby news a lot more enjoyable. Because if you are thinking to yourself, oh, I have to cut back on this, I gotta stop that, I gotta, you know, change who I am just to bring up a child, then when you find out that, you know, you're pregnant, it may come as more of a unsettling piece of news rather than something you're looking forward to. And you know, everybody has their own opinion about having children. Some people don't, you know, want to have them because of whatever reason. But my idea is I'm excited. I'm looking forward to having this baby, and that's all I can really think of at the moment. I have been asked, is it, you know, do you want to know if it's a boy or girl? Honestly, I'm told myself that I am just happy as long as the baby is happy and healthy. It's going to be a boy or girl. Like, there's no in between. All right. When it comes to genders, that's all there is for a baby. So, you know, let it be what it wants to be. And obviously the only way you can tell is its genitals, and then after that you can sort of decide whether you're going to focus more on giving it things that are this color or this type of toy, because that's what they're into. But at the end of the day, it's having a happy and healthy baby and figuring out what it likes, and not being so stereotypical. I think that for me, I've had times where I thought to myself, it'd be so cool if it was a girl, because, you know, I have that many hair clips and hair ties, and I can just cuten it up a bit, you know, just give it some extra bits and bobs. But even in saying that, I don't know what it's going to be like. I just know that it's going to work out really well, and it's great. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. I really love you, and hopefully this has been somewhat interesting for you. It's one of those things, you know, when you talk about something because something exciting is happening, and you just like kind of vomit on people because it's so exciting. I guess that's what I'm going through at the moment. I love talking about my baby, but I'm still keeping it real and knowing that there are a lot of things that I'm excited to do before the baby comes anyway. You know, I still believe in my ability to have gigs and be a musician. I'm still a songwriter. That's my passion, and the baby will come into this world knowing that it's loved by its mum and dad, and we're gonna do everything we can to love it and be there for it when it needs us. So yeah, I will see you guys soon. Bye bye.